135 years, the crack of a bat, the pop of a mitt, and the cheers of those watching have echoed around Pittsburgh. Legendary ball players from all walks of life have called the Steel City home, and this city has been the backdrop to some of the greatest moments the game has ever seen. The Crawfords, the Graves, the Pirates, renowned names like Parker, Gibson, Starter, Glass, Wagner, Kiner, Mazeroski, and Clemente. If there's one thing we have in this town, it's pride. We're forever proud of our rich history, and it's time to tip our caps to the legends that paved the way. It's a chance to honor those former players and managers who made a significant impact on the franchise and the community they represented. This is for them, and for us, and for the next generation of fans. The Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Doc. The great Doc Emmerich. Earlier today, during a ceremony just inside the center field gate, 19 Pittsburgh legends were inducted into the newly created Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame. The inaugural 19 members were chosen for their accomplishments on the field, along with the impact they made on the organization, the community, and the great game of baseball. Leading the ceremony, recognizing these great players, were Pirates Chairman Bob Nunning and the President of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, Josh Rawitsch. The 3 living members of the Pirates Hall of Fame received Hall of Fame jackets to commemorate their inductions, and all 19 members of the inaugural class will be forever remembered with a bronze plaque outlining their contributions to the game, hung on the new Pirates Wall of Fame. In the years to follow, this will become an annual event as the organization continues to celebrate the rich history and tradition of baseball in Pittsburgh with future inductees into the Pirates Hall of Fame. And now, let's meet the inaugural members of the Pirates Hall of Fame. Jake Beckley, inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown by the Veterans Committee in 1971. A turn-of-the-century player who compiled an average of .308 and nearly 3,000 hits during his 20-year career. He hit .300 or better in 5 of his 8 seasons with the Pirates, which included a career-high .345 average in 1894. Beckley ranks second on the Pirates' all-time list for most games played at first base and holds the Major League record for most putouts lifetime by a first baseman. He also ranks 8th on the Pirates' all-time triples list with 116. Pirates Hall of Famer, Jake Beckley.
That was back when Wagner, right?
Little Poison, Lloyd Wainer, produced a .309 average or better in 10 of his first 12 seasons with the Pirates. And his 223 hits during his rookie season of 1927 remains a club record. He also set a club rookie record while leading the National League with 133 runs scored in 1927. A constant in the Pirates outfield
he's the one that had
for 14
the brother,
seasons. He led the National League with 214 hits in 1931 and ranked 6th on the Pirates' all-time list with 2,317 hits. Inducted into Cooperstown in 1967.
They're the ones that played with Wagner,
now a member
right?
of the Pirates Hall of Fame.
Him and his brother were the ones that played with Wagner, right?
Lloyd Wainer.
Oh, I know those two.
Rocky Vaughn was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1985.
Museum with Jared,
he holds the Pirates' record for highest batting average in a season, a league-leading 385 mark in 1935. He also
so
won
that's
the
why I
National
didn't know.
League in on-base percentage, slugging,
But
and
my memory's not good
OPS in 1935, while being named to his second of 9 All-Star teams. Vaughn ranks second on the Pirates' all-time list with 1,381 games played at shortstop. He compiled a .324 batting average in his 10 seasons with the Pirates and led the league in walks and on-base percentage 3 straight years from 1934 to 1936. Pirates Hall of Famer, Archie Vaughn. Recognized as one of the greatest third basemen of all time, and in fact, was the first third baseman ever inducted into Cooperstown in 1948. High Trainer was also a Pirates manager and scout, who in his playing days compiled a .320 lifetime batting average in his 17 seasons with the Pirates. He is the club's all-time leader in games played at third base and ranks 5th in hits, 6th in doubles, and 5th in extra base hits. In addition to being a spectacular fielder, Trainer was a 2-time All-Star and hit 300 or better 10 times, while knocking in 100 or more runs 7 times. Pirate Hall of Famer, High Trainer.
Which part? Like a 2-time All-Star compared during back then, you think
Oscar Charleston was a speedy center fielder with a strong throwing arm, who also displayed power to all fields at the plate. He produced a .364 batting average in his 18 seasons, an average that ranks 2nd all-time to only Ty Cobb. Charleston won back-to-back Negro League batting titles in 1924 and 1925, and also managed several teams during his 40 years in Negro League baseball, including the 1935 Pittsburgh Crawfords team that many consider to be the best Negro League team of all time. Inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1976, and today, a member of the Pirates Hall of Fame, Oscar Charleston. Most baseball historians consider Hannes Wagner to be the greatest shortstop in Major League history. When the Baseball Hall of Fame announced its first class in 1936, Wagner was one of just 5 inductees, joining Walter Johnson, Christy Mathewson, Ty Cobb, and Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I know.
The Flying Dutchman was an
when he
8-time National League batting champion who played 21 seasons primarily with his hometown Pirates. Still, the all-time Pirates leader in games played and runs scored.
That's when he debuted, it looked like.
He served as a Pirates coach for 39 years. His bronze statue, originally dedicated at Shenley Park in Oakland in 1955, greets fans outside the home plate entrance here at PNC Park. With us here tonight, representing Hannes Wagner, his granddaughter, Leslie Wagner Roberts, her husband Wes, and other members of the Hannes Wagner family.
It's easier zooming
Not only
in
did
on
Fred Clark
the
record
board.
the most career victories as a Pirates manager, he also compiled a .312 batting average in his 21 seasons as a player. He guided the Pirates to 3 straight National League pennants from 1901 to 1903 and a World Series championship in 1909. Clark ranks among the Pirates' top 10 in numerous offensive charts and is 5th in all-time games played as an outfielder, inducted in the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1945, and today into the Pirates Hall of Fame. And here tonight, representing the family of Fred Clark, his oldest great-grandson, Neil Sullivan, and his wife, Kim.
And it shows the stats way over there.
Max Carey is the Pirates' all-time stolen base leader and holds the National League record for most years leading the league in stolen bases with 10 seasons. He ranks 4th among the Pirates' top 10 in games played and runs scored, and is 5th in both hits and doubles. In 1961, Max Carey became the 5th Pirates player elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. With us tonight to represent the great Max Carey, his grandson, Cliff Carey. A 4-time All-Star with the Pirates, Paul Wainer was the 7th player in Major League history to reach the 3,000 hit plateau. He captured 3 National League batting titles, collected 200 or more hits 8 times, and hit 300 or better in each of his first 12 seasons. Wainer was named the league's MVP in 1927 when he produced a club record 237 hits and led the National League with 131 runs batted in. In his 15 seasons with the Pirates, Big Poison amassed a .340 batting average, still first on the club's all-time list. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1952, and is inducted into the Pirates Hall of Fame as of today. Here tonight, representing the family of Paul Wainer, his granddaughter, Beth Wainer Gwynn, and her husband, Eddie Gwynn.
Was anyone here for, his brother?
An all-star pitcher, Ray Brown helped lead the Homestead Grays to 8 pennants in 9-year span during his 14 seasons with the club. He ranks among the all-time Negro League leaders in wins, winning percentage, and shutouts. When he was not winning games on the mound, Brown also made close to 200 appearances in the outfield, along with a handful of games in the infield. We are very pleased to have Ray Brown's son with us here tonight. He is also the grandson of longtime owner of the Homestead Grays, the legendary Cumberland Posey. Ladies and gentlemen, Truman Posey Brown. Buck Leonard was a smooth-swinging first baseman and one of the best pure hitters ever to play in the Negro Leagues. He was part of the Homestead Grays dynasty of the 30s and 40s and spent his entire 15-year career with the Grays. Leonard compiled a .345 lifetime batting average and played in a league record 11 East-West All-Star games while exhibiting stellar defense at first base. Elected into Cooperstown in 1971, here tonight, representing the Leonard family, his stepdaughter, Rose Fox Hunter. Some consider Josh Gibson to have been the greatest catcher in the history of baseball. In his 14-year career, he hit .374 with a slugging percentage of .720. His tape measure home runs were legendary.
Oh, yeah, I'm noticing
and his Hall of Fame plaque in Cooperstown reads in part that he
we're noticing they're
hit
flipping the flags around or
800
something.
home runs in league and independent
Notice how you
baseball.
see the pictures on the
He was
flags
a
now?
12-time All-Star,
I didn't see them
a
earlier.
4-time batting champ, and led the Negro National League in homers
They're probably doing
11
this when they do.
times. A 2-time Negro League World Series champion, Gibson led the league in home runs 11 times, including in 6 consecutive seasons with the Pittsburgh Crawfords and Homestead Grays. Representing Josh Gibson tonight, his great-grandson, Sean Gibson, along with additional Gibson family members. Ralph Kiner won the National League home run title in each of his first 7 seasons with the Pirates, the only player in Major League history to do so. He topped the 50-homer mark twice, hitting 51 in 1947 and a career-high 54 in 1949. A 5-time All-Star with the Pirates, Kiner ranks second on the club's all-time home run list. Regardless of the score, fans would never leave Forbes Field until witnessing his final at-bat, because there was always a chance Big Ralph Kiner would knock one over that left field fence into Kiner's corner. He was inducted into the National Hall of Fame in 1975. His Pirates uniform, number 4, was retired in 1987, and today he is part of the inaugural Pirates Hall of Fame class. We're pleased to have Ralph's sons with us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Kiner and his wife Sheila, Michael Kiner, along with his daughter Nancy. Danny Murtaugh managed over 2,000 games for the Pirates, and he ranks second all-time with 1,115 wins in team history. He won 2 World Series championships, including one in just his 3rd full season as manager in 1960 and again in 1971. Murtaugh was named the Sporting News Manager of the Year twice and spent part of his 29 years with the Pirates as a player, coach, manager, and front office executive. In addition to his 2 World Series titles and 2 National League pennants, Murtaugh's Pirates won 4 division titles in the decade of the 70s. His number 40 was retired by the Pirates in 1977. The Whistling Irishman, is now a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame. And here with us tonight, representing the Murtaugh family, his two children, daughter Kathy and son Tim. Widely regarded as one of the greatest players ever to wear a baseball uniform, Roberto Clemente topped the 300 mark in batting average 13 times. He won 4 batting titles and amassed 3,000 hits in his 18 years with the Pirates. A 12-time All-Star, winner of 12 Gold Glove Awards for his defensive excellence. Clemente was the National League MVP in 1966. 2-time World Series champion in 1971. Roberto is the Pirates' all-time leader in hits and total bases, while ranking him on the top 5 in nearly every other category. The Great One was elected into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in March of 1973, just months after his plane, carrying relief supplies to earthquake victims in Nicaragua, crashed on the coast of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Since his death, schools, hospitals, parks, and baseball fields, even the right field wall here at PNC Park, have been named in his honor. As they make their way down the steps leading from the clubhouse to the dugout each night, Pirates players tap a sign above them that displays a famous quote from Roberto. It reads, "When I put on my uniform, I feel I am the proudest man on earth." Representing the Great One here tonight are 2 of his 3 sons, Roberto Jr. and Luis Clemente, along with Roberto Jr.'s son, Roberto Clemente III.
I think it's funny how, maybe because he has last name, but how the little kid got announced, but and for every other player they weren't.
Yeah. I think because he has the same name.
The Pirates' all-time leader in home runs, RBIs, and extra base hits, Willie Stargell, spent his entire 21-year career in a Pirates uniform. Pops hit 475 home runs in his Hall of Fame career, many of them of the tape measure variety. He cleared the 86-foot-high right field roof at Forbes Field 7 times. He was the first player to hit a ball into the 600 level at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. And he hit the longest home run ever in the history of Olympic Stadium in Montreal. Of the 6 home runs hit into the right field upper deck at Three River Stadium in its 30-year history, he walked 4 of them. And he was the first player ever to hit a ball out of Dodger Stadium, and he did it twice. A 7-time All-Star who led the National League in home runs in 1971 and 73, he helped lead the Pirates to 2 World Series championships in 1971, and his crowning moment, Pops led the family to the 1979 World Series, with Stargell taking MVP honors in both the NLCS and World Series. Later, sharing the National League MVP honors for both his year. His number 8 was retired by the Pirates in 1982, and he was inducted into Cooperstown in 1988. We're pleased to have Willie's wife with us tonight. A very special welcome to Margaret Stargell, along with additional Stargell family members here tonight.
So who is that, his daughter?
Is that his wife?
Oh.
Bill Mazeroski was elected into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2001. A 7-time All-Star, Maz was one of the greatest defensive second basemen in baseball history and the winner of 8 Gold Gloves. He still holds the National League records for most seasons leading the league in assists, most seasons leading the league in double plays, and most double plays turned in a single season. And of course, he hit the most memorable home run in baseball history to beat the New York Yankees in the 1960 World Series. His number 9 was retired by the Pirates in 1987. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, along with his 2 sons, Darren and David,
475.
Bill Mazeroski.
I thought he died.
Mad? No. Yeah, I'm holding a phone. Why aren't you clumping?
I'm holding it.
You don't need to.
I was looking at the pitching speeds in the 50s.
This next gentleman was regarded as one of baseball's best players and most feared hitters when he wore the Pirates black and gold. Dave Parker won the Most Valuable Player Award in 1978 and finished third in the voting 2 other occasions. The Cobra won back-to-back batting titles in 1977 and 1978 and 3 consecutive gold gloves between 77 and 79. In 1977, he had 26 assists.
Okay.
And he's
A World Series champion with the Bucks in 1979, he hit 341 in those 10 postseason games. He was named to the National League All-Star team 4 times while wearing a Pirates uniform. The MVP of the 1979 All-Star Game, and now a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame. Welcome back to Pittsburgh, the Cobra, Dave Parker, here tonight with his wife, Kelly.
55 to 72.
okay, so he didn't play with him. At least he's doing that on his own.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Parker has asked that he be allowed the opportunity to say a few words to you.
1 year later.
I just want to thank the fans of Pittsburgh for their support of my partial baseball career here in Pittsburgh.
Well, he played
I
with
never
stars
got
on
the
it.
house today thinking there's only 3 things for sure today. The sun's gonna shine, the wind's gonna blow, and Big Dave's gonna 4 for 4.
Gonna go 4 for 4.
He sits down pretty good by himself.
He's right.
He got up on his own.
Again today. The Cobra.
Yeah, but most people have a hard time sitting down and getting up.
Thank you,
Because they're more
David.
cautious while falling.
Next, a valued member of the Pirates organization for over 60 years, Steve Blass began his association with the team in 1960. He spent 10 seasons pitching with the Pirates, winning over 100 games. In 1968, he went 18-6 with a 2.12 ERA, and in 1972 was named to the All-Star team. He was a World Series hero in 1971, pitching a complete game victory in Game 3, and again in the clinching Game 7 in Baltimore. To this day, he remains the only National League pitcher since to have done that. To have pitched a complete game victory in a Game 7 of a World Series. After his playing career, he served the Pirates as a broadcaster for 34 seasons and remains part of the organization as an ambassador for the team. Here, along with his lovely wife Karen and some of his great-grandchildren, great-grandson Lane Beeman, here is Steve Blass.
You know, he gets up better than she does.
She has a walker, or a cane.
Okay.
I noticed it when she was walking at her.
What a night.
Oh, hopefully he'd be good at that.
Look at all of this. This is so great.
You know,
All you
Naturally,
fans
he's a natural at
been
talking.
with us.
I said he's a
Good
natural at
times
talking.
and tough times.
Yeah.
I hope you realize what you mean to us inductees and our families. I hope you realize it. I am honored and humbled to be included in this first class of the Pirates Hall of Fame, and to be honest, somewhat intimidated when I see my name on that list. And I am honored to speak on behalf of all of us and express our gratitude, and yes, our sincere gratitude to the Pirates organization, an organization that has not only delivered world championships, but has also produced players that build tremendous careers. And we thank all the people that helped put this night together in the Pirate organization, with special attention to Jimmy Tredinich and Joe Bilodeau. Thank you. And I'm so glad that we honor 4 individuals from the Pittsburgh Negro Leagues teams. Players who carved out great careers, and I think we all know the challenges, the conditions, and yes, the racism that existed during their playing days. We've got a former Pirate or two here that I want to make a couple of remarks about. First of all, Dave Parker. Dave, all they asked you to do was to replace Roberto Clemente. All you did was take ownership of right field and play it so big for so long. And those displays you put on in the World Series and the All-Star stages was unbelievable. We enjoyed every minute of that. Dave, the sun's going to shine, the wind's going to blow, and you're going to go 4 for 4. You might draw a couple guys to third base. You're the best, man. And Bill Mazeroski, just simply the best second baseman ever. And if you look in the dictionary for the word professional, you'll see Maz's picture. He's one of the reasons they call it the big leagues. Simple as that. He's one of the reasons they call it the big leagues. He represented and represents to this day everything that is good about the game of baseball. And I got lucky. Maz is a teammate, a mentor, a friend, and oh yeah, Bill, nice work on that home run a couple years ago. Please keep in mind that next year, more plaques will be added with names that are just as impressive and just as meaningful as the names that have been acknowledged here tonight. On behalf of all the inductees and our families, thank you. Thank you so much. You're great. You are great.
Thank you, Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it? One more round of applause for the Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Famers and their families.
Probably would have been better if they did it at night.